So someone did you wrong and then they said they're sorry. But somehow that doesn't feel like enough. Because it's not enough. It's not a full apology. A full and real apology contains 5 distinct parts. I'm going to tell you what those are now, and then we'll talk a little bit more about them after. The first part is a realization of what they actually did wrong. If they don't realize what they did wrong, how can you expect they're not going to just do it again? Number 2, taking responsibility for their words and actions. If someone says, oh, well, this person made me, oh, well, they're not taking responsibility for their words and actions. They may even try to blame you. To take responsibility means to own it. That's accountability. Number 3 is sort of the sorry, expressing sincere remorse. And it's not saying sorry and then saying, what, I said I was sorry. That's not sincere remorse at all. Sincere remorse means actually feeling terrible for what they've done, regretting it. Regrets, if they're a lesson, then they're not really regret, but remorse means they're genuinely sorry for what they've done. Some people are very good actors in showing fake remorse, but it's one of the 5, so keep that in mind. Number 4 is an effort to make amends, making up for something. If they've let you down, they want to make up for it. This is to reduce or eliminate, if possible, a deficit that their actions, words, how they've treated you for a while, something that they've done has caused you. So it's an effort to make amends, to bring you back up to where you were before. Number 5, this is very important, is assurance that it won't happen again in the future. Now, how do you assure something won't happen again in the future? Well, that's up to them. How will this be resolved? If this happened once, you might recognize a vulnerability. You might recognize something that was a misunderstanding, but it still hurt. Even if it was an accident, it still hurt. So it might be that they'll be more careful this time. It might be that, they're going to eliminate some kind of thing that would lead to the same thing happening again. It's up to them to provide you with assurance that it won't happen again in the future. That's not to say that it won't, but that's, again, one of the 5. So again, they are, and I'm reading from my forgiveness book, they are a realization of what they did wrong, taking responsibility for their words and actions, expressing sincere remorse, an effort to make amends, and assurance that it won't happen again in the future. There are no guarantees in life, besides death and taxes, but the more of these that you have, the less likely it is going to occur again in the future. The fewer of these things that you have, the more likely it probably is going to happen again in the future. And saying sorry a million times doesn't fix anything. So protect yourself. You can love people and feel compassion for them and still decide they're not good for you. You can give second chances, but 340 second chances aren't really a good idea. And if you find yourself in a position where you've either on purpose or accidentally done something wrong to someone, have a look at these. Think about them. Are you actually offering these things to someone? Because here's the thing too. Sometimes people will deny something out of shame. They feel really bad, and maybe they have triggers involving shame. But shame and integrity are on an opposite scale. So the more shame you have, the less integrity someone will have. The more integrity you have, the less the shame is going to make your determinations. So if someone feels very bad about something that they did, they feel ashamed of it. If their integrity outweighs that, they will own it anyway. If their integrity doesn't outweigh it, they're going to deny it. And if you deny something happened, how can you even make up for it? How can you apologize for it? So it's very important to keep in mind too. I'm going to give you some more things from the forgiveness book. This is Happiness in Your Life, book 3, Forgiveness. But I wanted to start with that one today, and I hope that you found some value in it. Thank you so much. Bye.